to the off-stick side for Trainer's goal.
Cascadden and Chase Mullins on the X, and the big freshman Cascadden, who was outstanding last week in the road win against Ohio State. Successful face-off, shot by Kirsch, hit the right side of the post as Frasian tried to block the angle down. Penn State, number 3 versus number 10. Number 8, Billy Coyle, the goal scorer, Howie, his 12th of the season to tie the game.
And Marc Psyllos taking this face-off for the Big Red.
Matched up with Chase Mullins. Mullins came in at 54% of his draws. Again, has been outstanding, particularly last week against Penn. Went 19 of 29 on the exit. Face-off win for Cornell and a shot and a save off the stick of Coyle. 5 early saves now for Jack Frasian. Outstanding score for Matt Trainer. Big sophomore at 6'2". 2-1 game. Mullins on the X along with Marc Psyllos and the junior from Long Island.
Got called for a trip. Mullins tripped over his stick.
That's why it looked so easy coming up with that ground ball.
Yeah. The good news is that's not a violation. That's just Penn State 6, Cornell 4, turnovers, Penn State 2, Cornell 3. I just got a correction from Kevin Wink, from Rich Winkoff. It's his brother's son, so that's his nephew.
All right, our viewers obviously wanted to know that one. The wing play off the face-off won by Cornell. C.J. Kirsch held to 2 shots in the...
That's his 3rd of the day.
So you could say a natural hat trick?
Natural hat trick.
For Matt Trainer, which would be his 17th of the season.
See, Mullin taking the face-off again for Penn State against Jack Cascadden this time.
Pinch and pop. He will barrel left. On a bounce, it goes to Jack Trainer. Now Penn State will get their alignment set up as they try to...
State now on a 3-goal run. Jack Cascadden to face off again against Mullin. And Barry, this is very important here. Cornell has no timeouts remaining in this first half. Cornell needs to get a possession and they need to get a goal.
Off the face-off wing play. They let him play initially. Now they're going to call a push against Cornell. Wing play off the face-off. Connor Busick said that's one of the keys this afternoon, too. They needed something to stop the Nittany Lion run right now. And what do we got on the X? Marc Psyllos. Psyllos off the ground ball will barrel over midfield. Got his first college goal 2 weeks ago.
Had the
for the Big Red.
Had the opportunity to want to change things up. So I think Penn State's going to go with the same formula. We're going to see Marc Psyllos again at the face-off X against Mullin.
Teams were even in the face-off X in the first half and off the ground ball. Initially, Adler had it. Slapped away from Trainer. Race for the ground ball, and Hawes comes up with it for Penn State amongst 3 Cornell players. Now Psyllos trying to come up with it. Physical athlete, as you said. And there's Brendan Staub. He got tripped. Did they call it? No. They are letting him play here at midfield, and finally a whistle blows. That was a spirited possession for either club. Who gets it?
They called a legal procedure against Cornell. I'm not quite sure what it was. I thought Brendan Staub got pushed, but the referees didn't see it that way.
So the Big Red, late second quarter, Coyle, and now Hugh Kelleher gets them their 2nd consecutive goal. And again, Marc Psyllos working on the X, and ball is raked up by Penn State. They will get it into their offensive half of the field. 2-1 game at 4-4.
Most important, the tie game at 4-4. And again, depth is going to play a factor here, and we're going to see if Cornell's using a lot of players in the first half is going to be that factor here in the second half.
Look at this clamp at midfield between Mullins and Psyllos. Ball is released, picked up initially by Singer, but there's Gavin Adler for his 4th of the season, Howie. 8:08 into the 3rd. It breaks the deadlock. Penn State with a 5-4 lead.
And what we just talked about is it was one of 2 things. Either they get a shot clock violation. They have a violation here against Penn State on the face-off. Mullin clamped down on the ball. So Cornell will get possession.
Looking for the tough, coming off a 5-goal effort against Penn. So after the Cornell tie game at 4-4, Penn State has won the last 2 in terms of the battle in the goal. Bouncing ball, going to be picked up by Penn State's Kyle Aldrich, and it's out of bounds. Possession will stay with Penn State.
That ball was deflected by Gavin Adler. Quick restart.
Trainers, pass, shot,
scored it against Lehigh. Today, Penn State got the better of Cornell.
Mullins with the face-off win. Will bounce it over to Hawes. This is a crucial sequence defensively for Bernardsville, New Jersey. Fable Del Barton High School. C.J. Kirst breaks the run for the Nittany Lions. And a procedure on the face-off. The Red will get it back.
Jack Cascadden taking that face-off. First time he's faced off here in the second half.
You know we loved that his dad played for the Jets, being two New York Jet fans in the booth.
7-6 Penn State.
Mullins and Cascadden on the X, cleanly won by Mullins. He'll charge the cage, shoot, save Erlin. His eyes got wide as a Fogo as he went to the cage, and now Cornell will look to clear the ball. On a bounce, it's going to be picked up.
That's on goal. Penn State only 24 to Cornell 16.
And Cornell a 25-18 ground ball advantage. This could be another one as it's gobbled up off the wing by Gavin Adler. Cornell with their first possession to start our fourth quarter.
And an interesting move by Cornell. Again, they did it earlier in the game.
Cascadden and Mullins. They will step in on the X. Mullins, a big kid, is a redshirt freshman, but compared to Cascadden, physically, it's a bit of a mismatch. But off the wing play on the face-off, picked up by Andrew Dalton. Cornell doing a good job on the with 7 minutes plus to play.
And again, Penn State using the pick to get the man free and able to convert.
And there's some telling numbers statistically from a team standpoint, starting with clears. Once we get a settled possession, we'll get it to you. What a hustle play by Penn State. They are the brothers trainer, 2-2 for Jack this afternoon. Matt's got the hat trick. So they have combined for 5 of the 10 Penn State goals.
They've been dynamic, and you would have thought at the beginning of the game that T.J. Malone would be the guy. T.J. Malone has 1 goal. It's been the trainers that have dominated this game.
Psyllos back on the X for Cornell off the ground ball. There's the pickup by Gavin Adler. Race down that ground ball. Will get it off to his goaltender. Under 4 minutes to play, and Cornell down the 4 goals.